We're Julie and Ian. Follow us on our tiny homestead and our project of a lifetime, the building of our shipping container home here in the Pyrenees. And all of this alongside our full-time jobs.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today, big day for the little digger. We're going to go and do the first dig with it. I've already done the auger and dug out a couple of holes, but today we've got to go over to my son's house, which is just down the road. So we're going to load it up onto the trailer, go to the next village. He has to have a test hole dug for his new septic tank. We've got to go down 1.4 meters, so probably, what's that, 5 foot and a bit, to see whether there's any water coming up, and they have to do a water test where they put down a couple of litres of water, time it, see if it drains away in a particular time limit. Before I head off, I want to do a change of all the grease nipples. As you can see, it came with these little nipples that you need a spike grease gun for. That's okay, and they work fine. I've already greased them up before I used it with the auger, but my other grease guns have all got the nipple attachment, so I want to change all of the ones out on the digger so they match up with my tractor, match up with this and all my other things that need greasing. So I'm going to get on with that now. I did ask the supplier, and they are 8mm M8s, but 1mm thread pitch, and they were quite difficult to get here in France, so I had to do an order on Amazon. So I've got 20 of those. I'm going to go through and change them all out now. So this is the original nipple, or not nipple, little spiky one, and I'm changing them over for these little standard grease nipples. So the threads hopefully are the same. I have tried it and it did screw in. This is the pack, 20. They come with these little plastic caps. I'll have a go at using them, but they look a bit flimsy, but I'll see how it goes, because when I did the auger I did get mud in some of the grease nipples. So the originals I'm taking out use a 10mm socket. And the new ones actually use a 9mm socket. So I'm going to try the little plastic cap, see how it goes. I assume you just put it over there, screw them on like this. I'm just going to give that a go before I do any more. So I'm just going to wipe off a bit of the excess grease, so at least I'll be able to see if the new grease is getting through. Put on the new gun. Yeah, works fine. So I think that's worked okay. Put the little cap on. Yeah, there we go. So I'm going to get on and do the rest of them. There are a couple that are in funny positions here right underneath, are already the right angle, proper grease nipples. There's one there, there's one down here, so they're not really required to be changed, and I won't do that. I've got all of them off the main boom. I'm now going to put the new ones with the little red caps on. There's actually 5 down here on the bucket, and 2 of which, just here, I think will get full up with with mud, because as I'm coming out of the hole or whatever, these could clog up. So I might be actually grateful for these little caps in the end. I have a feeling this one here didn't actually have a grease nipple in. So I'm wondering if there's something blocking it. So we go. Yeah, it's not threading. So I think I've found the first issue of this Chinese mini digger. The thread on this particular grease nipple, that's why there wasn't a grease nipple in there. There is no thread. So I'm going to go and get a tap and just put a thread on that, but I will need to release the spindle out of the bucket here. So it's maybe the first of many, but I'm hoping that's the only problem I've found so far. As I said, the M8 by 1mm pitch is not very standard here in France, and all my taps are 1.25. So luckily I've got some grease nipples at 1.25, so this one hasn't got a grease nipple, so it's better that I just tap it out to 1.25 and put in this grease nipple, which is the same as the others, but it won't be the same thread. The problem I've got is it's not a through hole, there's a tiny pinprick hole at the back for the grease, and my tap won't go through. So I'm having no luck getting anything into this, which is a bit of a pain. Any suggestions how I could thread this sort of blind hole? It is only the depth of the thread of the grease nipple here. Much appreciated. I think what I'll do is just bung it up with something just so I don't get all dirt in there. I've got grease nipple on the shaft here and a grease nipple on the other side here, so it should be enough, but yeah, that's a bit annoying. I did notice there wasn't one in there. Yeah, it's just not going in. So any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. Found another two just hidden in here. 1, 2. Let's have a look. Right, I'm looking around everywhere and I think I've found another one just in the back of the blade here. Right, those guys with these little mini diggers, if you know of any more, I'm no doubt there's some on the track, so I'll undo these little bolts here and check there. But if there's any more hidden ones, you can let me know in the comments below. I'll appreciate it. Right, I'll get those little hidden ones done. So I've changed out 11 of the grease nipples. So as I just said, if anybody knows any more, then let us know in the comments. All went fine. All show up now, so at least when I give it a glance over, I know where they are. Right, let's get it on the trailer. I think I found the perfect way now to load this little digger onto my trailer. First things I do is to just put these stays halfway down both sides. So as you saw when I came on, the whole trailer lifted up, and that allowed me a sort of a lesser gradient to drive the digger up, and this just stops it going flat to the floor. And then the other way is, you saw me try go up the ramp front ways with the blade. It's too tight, and I remember doing that in the field. So I just whip it round, drive up backwards. The little blade at the back will just stabilise me just in case, but I put the weight with the bucket over the front of the trailer. As soon as I get to that pivot point, it all straightens out, and now I can get my tractor onto the front of the trailer. Well, in this case actually one of the vans, because we're going off to my son's house, and we're all sorted. A couple of straps and we're done. So we're all back at base, hole all dug. A couple of days later, basically they had the inspection, but the water actually rose up probably a good 10 centimeters. So he cannot have a standard septic tank. He has to go with a microstation, which pumps, has to have electricity to it. So we've got to fill the hole in. It was a test hole, failed the test, but it is actually cheaper to have this microstation. A smaller hole, not a lot of sort of leach field or anything like that. So for the digger, it'll be a lot easier. I've got to dig a 2 meter square, 2 meter deep hole. So I'll get as far down as I can. The one we've just done was 1.4 meter. So probably I'll jump in with a shovel. And then the leach field is only going to be 80 centimeters deep by 6 meters long. So if I use my 80 centimeter wide bucket, we'll be able to get 2 pipes into there. All will be well. So thanks you very much for watching. Please stick the thumbs up, really helps the channel. We just crept over the 500, which is brilliant. So press the subscribe, because subscribe is what we need. We're nearly up to the 4,000 hours, but we haven't got enough subscribers yet. So please help us along with that. And we'll see you in the next videos. More on the digger, but lots more on the container house build. And the homestead, of course, because it's springtime, lots of planting. Julie's in the polytunnel. Just so much happening, especially with the work season just around the corner. So see you next time, and thanks again for watching.